Hello everyone, this is Neha from Crescent Creation. Welcome to Not2Shabby Shop YouTube channel.
In today's video, I'm creating these cute ornaments / gift tags that I made using stamp sets from current box of the month kit from Not2Shabby Shop. I used 2 stamp sets from the kit, Gingerbread Kisses and Merry Mug, and stamped all the images from both the sets onto a white piece of cardstock, and now I'm using my Copic markers to color all my images. I just love creating something apart from cards this time of the year, especially something that I can use around my house or give them as gifts. So these images were just the perfect size to create these ornaments / gift tags. You can use any stamped image from your stash as long as they are big enough to put into an ornament or a tag. Digital images will work perfectly with this design. You can just choose one digital image that you like and then resize it according to your liking, and then you can just create these. So here I was coloring all the reds for all my images here. I used R39, R29 and R24 Copic markers for all my reds. And now I'm moving on to the greens. I'm using YG67, YG17 and YG23 for all the greens. I love traditional colors for my holiday projects, so you'll see me using lots of greens and reds for all my Christmas projects. So here I'm coloring my gnome cup. I'm using some toner grays to color his beard. I used T2 and T0 Copic markers, and for its nose I'm using some E11, E01 and E00 Copic markers. I colored the holly leaves with the same YG markers as I used for the gnome's hat. And for the berries on the holly, I decided to use some RV markers since I have already colored the hat with the red color.
I used RV69, RV34 and RV52 for the berries. For my gingerbread man, I'm using E15, E13 and E11 Copic markers. Then I'll also come in with E17 and add some dot details all around the edges. This just helps add a little more texture to the gingerbread man and gives it more depth. And I also used R22 for the cheeks of the gingerbread man. Now for the gnome mug, I'm using some YR markers. I'm using YR04, YR02 and YR00 Copic markers here. Once I'm done coloring, I'll die cut these images using my scan and cut. Since these stamp sets does not have any coordinating dies, I used my scan and cut to cut out all these images, but you can very well fuzzy cut these images or even use any other electronic machine that you have. And since I'm turning these into ornaments, I wanted to make them a little more sturdy. So I stamped these images on a red cardstock. And while cutting them on my scan and cut, instead of giving the regular outline to cut, I made it double. Now when I'm gluing my colored image onto the red die cut, I have a little bit of red border showing all around. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about just in a minute. Then I glued some ribbon that I had in my stash at the back using some strong tape, and here I'm gluing my last piece, which I chose it to be white so that I have some space to write a message, or if I'm giving it as a gift tag, then I have space to write the to and the from at the back. Here you can see what I was talking about. I have a beautiful border of red showing from the front and the back, and that finishes my first ornament. So here I'm going to do the same for rest of my pieces. Here I'm applying glue behind the gnome mug and gluing it to the red die cut, making sure that I glue it in the center, leaving a beautiful red border all around. This not only adds a beautiful red border all around, but also adds a lot of sturdiness to these ornaments. Applied some double-sided tape at the back and now gluing my ribbon. I really like these buffalo plaid ribbons. I think I got this ribbon last year from a local store. I will try to find something similar online and link it for you. Once I've glued the ribbon, I'm applying glue on the front of my white die cut and gluing that to the back of my ornament to make it look more pretty and some space for me to write a message if I want to gift this as an ornament or tag. I'll go ahead and glue rest of my pieces off camera. Now it's time to add some finishing touches to all these pieces. Here I'm using my snow marker and adding some puffy snow to all these pieces. You don't have to use just snow marker. I just love the look of snow markers. You can use glitters, chunky glitter, all the fine one. You can even use some kind of paste. Grit paste would look nice. So once I'm done applying the snow marker on all the pieces, I'm gonna go ahead and heat them using my heat tool. And that's when the magic happens. I just love the look of snow markers on all these pieces. Here I'm using one of the white pom-poms and gluing that to the top of my no mug. So you can just use different things that you have in your stash and decorate these ornaments as you want. Next I'm using my black gel pen to darken up the eyes of my gingerbread men. I'm using my glitter pen to add some glitter to all these pieces. And lastly, I'll go ahead and add some white highlights to all these pieces using my white gel pen. So this was my project for today. I hope you guys got inspired. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Not2Shabby Shop channel for more crafty videos. Also, don't forget to come back on November 1st for yet another amazing box of the month kit. Until then, happy crafting!